Hello. It's me. Today is April 5, 2016, and the morning, still the morning. And we want to talk about something, obviously. We want to talk about being there for others, or helping others, or assisting others, or whatever you want to call it. And actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go in there. That's what happens when you're doing 7 things at one time. You guys get to hear me talking about stuff that has nothing to do with anything that you care about. I want to talk about that particular thing that I just mentioned. And, you know, we get so feeling so good, and we want to share with others sometimes, and we want to help, and sometimes we're able to, and sometimes it doesn't happen. And sometimes there's that other thing, which is you may come into a person's life, step into their journey for a few minutes, and be able to share some insights with them or whatever. And that's it. And then you're done. Because then that's it. You've done your part. And you don't need to keep beating that horse with a stick. Or with anything, really. You shouldn't be beating horses anyway, guys. If anybody out there is beating horses, please don't do that. That's not nice. Anyway, so you may have a friend or an acquaintance who you've spoken with a few times, and you're able to share some things with them. And if you find that it's just kind of going around in a circle now, and you feel like you've been saying the same things again and again, sometimes it's time to just back away at some point and let them do what they need to do. You know, maybe you know somebody who is in a tough situation and they've shared with you, and you just kind of been there, done that, as far as shared whatever insight came to you at the moment. You didn't have it, it's not yours, but for whatever reason they needed it, and maybe you were guided into their space to help them become aware of some aspect or something that can help them at that time. And even if they, you may have chatted or sat and talked a few times, but at some point, if it starts to feel like, there is a spark sometimes, and when that spark isn't there anymore, and you can feel it, and you just kind of hear your voice like a broken record, that may be an indication that it's time to just kind of back away and let them deal with their thing, So we never want to, because then that's a real easy way for the mind to slip in too. And before you know it, something that was good and right and happened for a reason can become played out, and when that happens, then you start to come to the forefront, and it's really easy to slip into that, and then maybe, other things can follow. You could contaminate whatever you're talking about with your own opinion about things and stuff that is not being guided, it's not being shown to you. But anyway, if you start feeling that way, like it's getting to sound like, broken record or this or that or anything, just back away, because isn't it true that while it is the greatest honor to be a vehicle to deliver these things that people are needing. There is a feeling that is moving that along that we have. There's a force that we feel when that's happening. And that's when that energy is just pulsating through and coming out, just whoosh, and you let it, you're being used. But when you don't feel that intense energy and that everything, that's, feel that and know that it's time to withdraw, because at some point you got to let people live, and that's just the way it is. Anyway, that came to me. So much love, you guys. Hope that was helpful, and we'll talk later. Bye.